Well, welcome to another tropical weather update because we do have breaking news because Invest 99L here has officially formed here as of this morning, and it's really looking rather impressive. There you can see that this wave here moving off through the lower Antilles there, and it's really gaining convection. And the way it's looking, look at all this convection blowing up here, looking a whole lot better in those latest frames there. So I wouldn't be surprised if the National Hurricane Center bumps up the chances, but it has become Invest 99L right here as it continues to move through the Caribbean there. We quite don't know where it's going to move there, but it looks like it's going to be moving in more of the southern Caribbean based on the models there, maybe something like that. But this does remind me quite a bit of Marco. But first off, let's have a look at all the systems we're looking at. So first off, this kind of low pressure moving off the coast of Florida has an 80% chance of forming there. Of course, based on the last news analysis. This wave here, we've given it a 40%, as well as this wave, and a 30% for a wave that's going to be emerging off the coast of Africa soon. So lots we're watching here. National Hurricane Center also is watching all of those wave here. 3 wave in the main element region. We also have this wave here. We also have this wave here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 wave in the main development region, believe it or not. And once again, look how much better organized this wave is looking right now. And it is likely that it's going to be moving somewhere in this cone here in the next couple of days. And same for this one. This one's likely to move off the coast of the U.S. And for now, maybe that one goes like this, but we just don't really know at this point where each of those waves are going to go. But, we're really going to have to pay attention for all of them because we're getting a peak September season, so really a lot of stuff. Just before, by the way, tropical tidbits is down or not working at least, so this is why I'm not using tropical tidbit for this video. Here's a look at my forecast models there, or like the National Hurricane Center, chances for development. And here's that first one, 80% chance, like I said, for Nana to form or tropical depression to form off the coast there as it moves towards into the open Atlantic, merging off the coast of Florida there. 40% chance for 99L, now located right here, so a little bit outdated there. But I would probably bring those chances up to maybe 50, but that's a 40% chance for that other tropical wave and 30% chance for that tropical wave to emerge off the coast of Africa. So lots of things we're watching, lots of them with at least moderate chances they're developing. And imagine if all of those were to form, that would be really, really crazy. If any of them were to form, that would be Nana, Omar, and whatever those two are. But right now, it's likely that at least this one becomes Nana there. Maybe that one becomes Omar. So really a lot to talk about there. Here's the National Hurricane Center 5-day forecast, and as you can see, very similar. They just have a little bit lower chances for those two there. They only have them at 30% chance. I've went ahead, especially for this one here, which is, again, looking better and better. I've went ahead and put the chances up to 40% there. But this one is having some trouble, so I wouldn't be surprised if, I do bring this down to 30% soon. But as you can see, they also have this wave here coming off the coast of Africa. So again, they've got all of this. They've marked a lot of stuff as well. So really lots of things we're tracking there in the Atlantic today. Here's a look at the chances for the models. Again, I have to use this because tropical tidbits is down, but I think it's some different graphics and it's kind of interesting. So this is the models initializing on both systems there. And as you can see there, 81% chance for this to form around here. As you can see, the UKM forms it here, the GFS forms it here, and the NAV for them there. So overall, 81% chance to form somewhere in this general area there, as you can see. Letters below probability indicates that the models predict genesis. So, and then for that second one there, I think this is the one moving on the coast of Africa. 47% there. 2 models have picked up on it. So as you can see, we do have a very, very high chance of this forming in the next couple of days there. But here's some other here, 26 and 9% there. So this is 40. So this is the 48-hour probability, as you can see. And then so only 26 and 9% in 48 hours. And then here this is the 120 hours, I think that is. So 38 and 75% now. And then here's the 168 hour probably 81.47% there. So you can see that. And the chances have been going up. You see the previous runs, the chances have been going on pretty significantly there for those uh, systems. Here's the 99L model forecast there, and as you can see, most models actually take the system into Central America and potentially could not be a threat to the U.S. As you can see here, the initial it's a little bit more north of that. I think the initialized it slightly wrong. I think it's more like over there now. But either way, they do every single model brings it here in maybe through Central America or into the Yucatan. It looks like, but not a lot of models take it, through here into the Gulf of Mexico. Only one brings it through the Gulf of Mexico. So it looks like the general cone for this, if we had to make a cone here, is something a little bit like this. So maybe impacts a tropical storm impacts to Honduras area here as it goes through there. But I don't really see this happening. I do think it's gonna at least curve up. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's really gonna go into Central America, but most models are agreeing, even maybe merging and forming back out into the Eastern Pacific there. So that is something models are definitely agreeing with. You can see uh, those other ones here, 50 to 70% here, 20 to 30, and then the 0 to 30% there. So you can see all those areas that we're tracking here from there. So you can see all of them played out in the Atlantic 1, 2, 3, even 4 because they didn't mark the new one coming up here. So that's that from those models there, as you can see, the spaghetti models. So it. I mean, we're gonna have to see, but definitely interest in Central America here should monitor the development of the system there for maybe some potential impacts in the near future as this moves towards this general area here towards this area. So definitely, if you live, anywhere from the Yucatan Peninsula, Honduras, even near Costa Rica, this entire area should definitely monitor the progress of the system, and obviously the Houston area should also keep a close eye on there for also potential impacts later on. But especially right now, it looks like especially the coast of Central America here, maybe Cuba there. So definitely people should be monitoring the progress of the system there in the Belize, El Salvador, and Honduras area there, as this could make tropical storm possibility tropical storm impact there from the system. Now, quickly 499L. Here's a look at a little bit at. Oh, let's go with another color there. Here's a little bit of the wind shear. I'm sorry. Whatever. Uh, Here's a look at a little bit of the wind shear here, and as you can see, this is why it's kind of blowing up. It's some green, only 5. It looks like only 5 knots of wind shear, which is really low. It's gonna be getting into some little bit of a higher wind shear here, maybe 25 knots, but staying in fairly favorable wind shear that makes its way into Central America. There it looks like. So it's gonna be dealing with a little bit of wind shear, but definitely not enough to kill the system there. Same thing for this one here. It's going to be dealing, it looks like with low wind shear because it's going to be going a little bit through here. So it also could have a very good chance of forming there. But as you can see, the entire main development region otherwise has almost no wind shear there. So we have good conditions for tropical cyclones to develop there in the near future here, of course. Now, once again, since we don't have tropical Tisbis for models here, GF and the Euro, we're gonna be using windy. So I know I never use windy, but I thought why not? So first off, initializing with the European model, you can see we do have a high pressure there from the European model, which is obviously gonna make this, which is gonna push the system there. But this is why we could be seeing maybe some out to sea storms if any of those main region form. They could just track like this. So that would be good news if the high pressure stayed like that, of course. But here's the European model there. So as you can see there, you can see that low pressure here for what is now 99L. You can see it form there, and then you can see still that high pressure there. So other than that, you can see a little bit of circulation there. So this is the areas we're looking at So as we get in the next couple of days, it does look like we still have 99L here, maybe a little bit better organized. We have this thing that was coming off the coast of Florida there. As you can see, it does form into maybe some kind of system there. And then what was 99L, actually, it actually moves like this, believe it or not, dips down here into Central America there, according to the European model. And then this one goes like this. So I find that quite interesting, to be honest. If that was to kind of just dip down there, something very unusual to happen. So I really don't really see that happening. But maybe it just, it just kind of, the European model really doesn't form it here. But you can see there the thing coming off the coast of Africa. And other than that, the European model really doesn't form any other of the main development region storms there. You can see it does not form, pretty much, it doesn't form any of them. But it does form quite a lot there, this system. So, yeah, it does form it. And then finally, in 3 to 4 days, it forms this, which is what has 30% chance to form as it comes off the coast of Africa. So European model does go ahead and, make this a potential tropical cyclone there. And this is really what we're going to have to look out for, because, those type of Irma storms or something that just kind of like form right off the coast. This is really what we have to look out for. And as you can see, it does become potentially quite a significant tropical storm before even, being near the Leeward Antilles. And you can see that high pressure would bring it potentially into the U.S. there, up there. So this is, something we definitely have to keep an eye out for. And if we put it into, what did I want to do here? If we make it, whatever. But yeah, it does form a, pretty significant, at least a little bit significantly there. So, we're going to have to take a close look at that system there. But here's a look at what the GFS shows at the same time. It still shows somewhat of a system, just well less formed there. But, both systems do form it, which is something, we're really going to have to pay a close attention to in the next couple of days there. But I'm trying to do something where, I'm trying to put I'm sorry, I'm just trying to do something. Well, I guess I'm not going to be able to do that. Oh, there we go, surface. I'm going to put it higher so that we can, see a little bit better where this is. Like at the middle there. But yeah, so really we're really, really going to have to pay very close attention to the system coming off the coast of Africa, because that's really something we're going to have to pay close attention to as it moves, towards the lower Antilles there. Now, of course, this is really high in the atmosphere with this, but let's bring it down here. If we look at it there, it could have, winds of 40 miles per hour. So, something we're going to have to pay attention to in the future for potential U.S. impacts once again. But again, it's continuing to blow up here. So really, we're going to have to pay close attention to all those tropical systems. But here's my quick forecast here. So I expect this one to become a tropical storm, maybe at 50 miles per hour at most. This one, I really don't expect it really to move into Central America there. But I do expect it to maybe become some kind of brief tropical storm there. And then for that one, the one coming off the coast of Africa, I think it's going to be a major cyclone there, moving north of there. It's really, I really think it's going to be quite the major cyclone. Potentially one of the strong major hurricanes that go towards the lower Antilles area.